Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Mountaineer Bushcraft and Survival Systems. We're going ahead and do an outhouse review. Gerber Prodigy. Previous video we did, we already talked about it, so we got most of the general information about it covered. But we'll take it down here to the stump and put her to work and see how well she performs. Alrighty, guys. We're going to see how well she does. Of course, we're going to start out doing us a little bit of feather sticking. Kind of a important function for a knife to be able to do if you're relying on this for survival situations or just bushcraft knife. You want your blade to be able to reasonably do some feather sticking, get some smaller shavings. That way making fire won't be such a hassle. Well, it's not too bad. I can say that's pretty decent. Set that aside. Might be a little bit of a tall order. I'm not going to have a whole lot to baton with here, but I'm going to try to bust this thing open. See, we got no real cracks on the top to take advantage of, but I do see one there on the side, so I'm going to try to get the blade orientated where we can take advantage of that natural crack. And that is definitely not leaving us a whole lot of blade to pound on after the fact, but that's all right. Now let's get this guy out of the way. We don't need all that there. Well, that didn't take much effort. And not to be hating on anybody's equipment they're making out there, but I'm gonna be honest with you, that batten through there far better than the little knife that we had on another video there. It was actually supposed to be designed as a furrow batten through wood from Camillus, the swedge knife, I believe. That performed way better as far as just battening through the wood. Let's get something a little more substantial. There, we still got some of that old ugly gnarled piece of pine there. We'll see how about we do on hogging out some wood here. Yeah, that's not even remotely a challenge. It's just absolutely eating out alive. Yeah, so no problems there. So we'll see if I can't set a little something up here. We'll try to see if she'll spark a ferro rod good enough to make a fire. So yeah, like I said, no promises with that. I mean, it does have a 90-degree spine, but it's not the greatest. It does need touched ups, but we'll see what we can't get accomplished here. So I'll get right back with y'all. Okay, I grabbed that piece we just cut off there, and we'll get a little more wood here. I said it will make sparks, but it's not raking a fire rod like really good, but we'll see what we can do. So cut that off and knock a bunch of it on the floor. All right. Yeah, it's not doing great at getting me some shavings here. However, we can do some fine material like this. Hopefully I can keep from losing most of it on the floor there. Yeah, the way the blade's made, I'm a pretty big fan of Scandi grinds, but saber grind is actually pretty nice too. I really don't have a lot of hate to say about a saber grind. They do perform pretty good. You know, like I said, this is some pretty, well, it's not a high-end steel, so I mean the performance that we're getting out of this steel here is actually pretty good, which means they knew how to properly heat treat, temper, anneal, and all that stuff on this blade. And so hard to get hair to focus on this cell phone, but you see it on the knife there. Yeah, after all the abuse there, it's still cutting hair pretty decent. But what I'm hoping to do here is get enough of this finer stuff that a spark from a ferro rod will catch it. Now, if the spine of this thing was a bit more aggressive, we could actually get some pretty fine scrapings off our wood with the back of the knife. However, it's not doing that, so we're going to have to improvise here. Try to give ourselves the best chance to get us a little fire going with a ferro rod. Of course, you know, taking into consideration that our spark is not going to be the greatest because it's not really aggressive, so it's not going to hog off a lot of material off that ferro rod to kind of assist us in, you know, getting a hot spark down in there. So she just about took there. There we go. Although it did work, I'll have to admit that took way too many strikes. I mean, you really should be able to pull this off within 2 or 3 strikes if everything's pretty well prepared. It worked though. You have to worry about that from ferro rod, that stuff comes right off. Yeah, so it comes right off there. But the important thing is, yeah, we can make some fire with it. That was a pretty rush kind of preparation there, but it worked. So, I give it a passing grade. I can definitely recommend it. It would definitely earn a spot as a backup knife in my pack. Getting on that rate versus weight, all that. It's quite a useful, practical blade. Like I said, it's not top of the line, but sometimes you don't need top of the line. This right here is definitely good enough. And if you don't do anything too crazy and abuse this blade, I think it'll last for many, many years. Get that get it out of here. It's a little smoky. So, as I said in the budget gear review of this knife for Monday, I don't think you can go wrong with it. So keep this into consideration if you're trying to put together some kind of bug out bag or inch bag, get home bag, whatever you want to call your bag. And you want to save some money but still have a pretty reliable blade, there you go. But right now, currently, I think the $60 is what you're going to pay for this. And I went over in depth in the previous video on this knife about the sheath. I really like the sheath. So, of course, that's up to everybody else who's going to be purchasing items for their kits. But with that, thank you everybody for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all your views. Hope you all have a very good new year. And I'll see y'all in another video.